did very well. In the
Yeah,
limited minutes
well.
he was given, was able to score 5 points in the match. Had a big block as well. So both ends of the floor, AJ Edu has contributed. Alongside Renz Abando, who had a spectacular highlight block in the first half, Dr. J.
Yes. I thought that was great timing, you know. And Abando seems to know his place on the floor and what shot he has to take. You know, especially that good defensive stop. I think Iran also may have some changes coming for them here in the second half of play, no?
So the score is 40-34. Philippines will alter their starting unit a little bit with R.R. Pugoy in the ball game, replacing Ray Parks, who started earlier. First possession will belong to Gilas Pilipinas to open the third quarter. Again, this is the 2023 Haeyuan WUS International Basketball Tournament in Haeyuan, China. This is the first international basketball tournament being held here in this city. And there was a lot of excitement. You can see there are fans inside this arena. Even though there is no Chinese squad playing, Dr. J is enjoying the hoops action between Senegal, the Philippines, and Iran for this tournament.
Yeah. Well, here in the second half, we inserted Pugoy as part of the starting five, the only change. And he goes strong to the hoop, scores, and one.
R.R. Pugoy off to a good start. 8 points now in the matchup. Could be 9 as a bonus free throw is coming up. And you know that Coach Sotarayes drew that play up and it was executed to perfection, Dr. J.
Yeah, the execution was perfect. This is a very difficult shot because you have the big man coming at you and he had to stretch to try to get it off the glass. Let's see if he can complete the three-point play. Misses, however, but gets his own rebound.
Yep. Get the ball back. Fajardo has yet to score. Dwight Ramos, three-point shot, no good. Fajardo secures the board.
You should take him now.
Newsome. Back to Dwight. 4 seconds to shoot. Someone needs to make a decision here. Ramos on the drive. Passes it at the last moment. Results to a turnover. Could have been a shot already for Dwight. As Dalir Zahan comes up empty on that fast break attack. Counter, fast break run. Dwight Ramos laces it up and in.
So he's also in double figures right now, no? Dwight Ramos together with Jimmy Malonzo.
And they have led the Philippines to this 10-point advantage, 44-34. Would have been an 8-second violation there versus Iran. Swooping layup is good with a foul.
Possible three-point play coming up here for Iran on this drive-by.
This is Yazarlo Amir Hussein, who converts that basket for 5 points in the ball game, could make it 6. You know, no one, Dr. J, no one has scored more than 6 points for Iran. Very balanced scoring for their side.
Yeah. But I think because we've also been able to scout them, you know, so it's also we had adjusted our defense to the kind of offense that they're playing.
Ramos now looking for Fajardo, double team coming. Jumar dribbles it out, right? Back to Dwight Ramos. Repose, reseal, Ramos. Nice pass, but Fajardo could not finish.
Gotta finish stronger than that. You're the biggest player on the floor.
Fajardo still trying to get himself into a groove here. As that pull-up jumper will be backed home by Majid. Majid Rahimian with his second 3-ball of the matchup. And just like that, it's only a 4-point lead for the Philippines after leading by 10 points. Ramos is really trying to set up Fajardo, but he forces up a shot this time, missing on the one-hander. Dalir Zahan on the move, gets the bump. Layup won't work as he was fouled for 2 free throws.
Yeah, defensively you have to get ahead of the guy, you know. And you can't wait for him and they're going to try to bump him from the side. That's an automatic foul. You know, we already enjoyed the 10-point lead, but we have given up 6 straight points. And San trying to add 2 more from the free throw line.
Last couple of possessions have looked stagnant, Dr. J, for the Philippines, as I think they were trying a little too hard to look for Junmar Fajardo.
Yeah, and the other thing, when Junmar had a 12-footer, he should have taken it because their defensive player sagged off. Junmar was still trying to get it to his teammates. I think there is a point there where he must be able to take that jump shot.
Split from the line, so the score is 44-41. A substitution here as Renz Abando comes in for Dwight Ramos.
Abando coming in for Dwight Ramos.
Pogoy has the basketball, waiting for that Junmar screen.
There's
Good
the pass.
Open three-point shot. Malonzo missing that one a little bit long. Great look. However, good pass coming from Pogoy. As Dalir Zaha
Good.
is by Abando. Forward pass. Here we go. Abando will sky.
Abando has 2 defensive stops with a block, and this one he slams it home.
Showing off the athleticism on both ends of the floor. The chase down, block, and then two-handed throw down. And now the Philippines is ahead by 5 points once again, 46-41. Step through move does not work out for Dalir Zahan as the rebound is caught by Nusam. Nusam, Bando, baseline drive. They recover. Nusam will reset the play. R.R. Pogoy. Good pass. Fajardo finally scores.
Finally, Junmar getting a field goal here, no? And establishing a 7-point lead for Gilas Pilipinas.
Good little 4-0 counter for the Philippines after that 6-0 run for Iran. Difficult look there. There's also another Philippine stop. R.R. Pogoy on the drive. Kicks it out. Abando to Malonzo. More open
Short.
on the 3, but this time it won't work. Fajardo, foul down low. He'll take 2.
And that's what he always does well. Get offensive rebounds, give you the pump fake, and then tries to take it hard.
Look at this play one more time. As Renz Abando goes for the block and the dunk.
Well, Coach Cho trying to put 2 big men now, Carlo, to ease, the pressure on Junmar Fajardo. They're simply double teaming him, forcing him to give up the ball.
And it'll be interesting, Dr. J, to see him playing alongside AJ Edu. This
Correct.
is the first time we're
Correct.
seeing it in this ball game.
Yeah, I think everybody's anxious to see what he can do playing alongside Edu, who did very well in his stint in the first half.
Like Dr. J, we know the chemistry between Junmar Fajardo and Japet. Now let's see if he can also do that with AJ. And so far, so good. AJ with the tap to retain possession. Pogoy is open. That will not work though, but it was a beautiful look coming from R.R. Pogoy. Just could not send it home.
Yeah, you can't blame the shot. No? And you should take the shot when you're given that kind of opportunity.
7-point lead for the Philippines. Jumper won't work. Edu with another board. Nusam directing traffic, goes down to Fajardo. You have a foul there on the catch.
Here you can see that the defensive player was holding him down. As you can see, there he pushes him down. And good call by the referee. No?
So the exit of Jamie Malonzo was more to preserve his foul situation because he already has 3 fouls at this moment. Baseline out of bounds action here. Curl for Pogoy. Sends it out to Junmar. Fajardo waiting for the handoff to Nusam. Nu. Mid-range. He was blocked. 5 seconds still on the shot clock. Fajardo comes up short. Another great possession there for Gilas Pilipinas. Let's see if they can make up for it on the defensive end. Azari on the move, lost his grip on the basketball, taken away by Pogoy. That, I think, bounced off of the foot of Pogoy. So a wasted fast break opportunity for Gilas, Dr. J.
Yeah, lost an opportunity for a fast break because there was interference run by the defender. Another substitution here for Iran, taking out a big man here.
Yazarlu Amir Hussein stepping out of this ball game. Arab Sadeh checking in. 48-41 is the count, still a 7-point lead as we approach the midway mark of the third quarter. AJ Edu doing his best to defend here. Bother the shot and force a miss. Picks up the rebound. Another good stint, Dr. J, for AJ Edu here in the third
good
quarter.
defense.
Ball was stripped from Abando, so it'll stay with the Philippines. Still a lot of time remaining, 17 on the clock.
17 seconds, and we're going to see Bobby Ray Parks given another opportunity here in the third quarter. It's a good substitution. Pogoy has missed a couple of shots already here after making that layup at the start of the third.
But you also understand why Coach Chot Reyes wants to play him a lot of minutes.
You know, he knows him. Yeah?
Yep, he needs
Oh!
him to get back into shape as Fajardo converts on that mid-range look. 9-point lead for Gilas Pilipinas, 50-41. Azari pulls the trigger for three. Rims out. AJ Edu with another board.
And Junmar, you know, giving it to him. You know, he didn't try to jump with him. That was a good seal, but they didn't get the ball to Junmar.
Maybe AJ was not yet comfortable making that high-low pass. As Abando pulls the trigger, did not sink the three-point shot. Three-point look won't work, but the tap goes back to Iran, taken away though by Abando, and now they're rushing down court. Junmar
Good
goes
seal.
down low to Edu.
Yes.
Shot is good. So we were wondering what kind of chemistry AJ Edu will have with Junmar Fajardo, and that is certainly a step in the right direction. Fajardo with a pass, the young gun with a finish, and now it's the biggest lead of the Philippines, 52-41, a timeout. And we're back inside the Haeyeon Sports Gymnasium here in Haeyeon, China. Philippines up 52-41 against Iran. Carlo Pamintuan and Dr. J. Andy Howe on the call from the baseline here in this big gym in Haeyeon. Dr. J, what has led to the Philippines establishing their biggest lead of the ball game so far?
Well, Japet Aguilar, they're now teaming up with Edu in the front court, giving Junmar a rest. Good defense. 3-second violation called against Iran.
And Dr. J, in the international game, when you go inside the shaded area and you fake, if you don't shoot,
you're in trouble.
That's an automatic call.
You're in trouble.
If you pass it out, they will call a 3-second violation automatically. As CJ, ooh, pass is a good idea. But Japet was not ready for it.
The idea was
too
correct,
strong.
no?
Yeah.
The reception was not. And Japet, you know, we can say in our vernacular, nanghihinayang, no? Na hindi niya natanggap yung paso na yun.
Could have been an easy basket there for Aguilar. 52-41. That will not work. Well defended by Japet. CJ using the brush screen from AJ Edu. Abando dumping the ball inside. Now they swing it over. Perez attacks middle. Perez could not finish right there at the cup.
He's having a rough night today. Turnovers, not being able to finish at the basket.
Has not yet scored in this ball game. Talking about CJ Perez. But Iran's offense is a little out of its usual flow, Dr. J, here in the third quarter. Their offense, they're not getting their usual shots in the third quarter.
Well, Iran, obviously because we're really almost switching and then almost always closing out on their big-time scorers. At the same time, that was a foul called against Bobby Ray Parks. Not the right way to box out by using your hips.
Malonzo still leads the Philippines with 11 points. Dwight Ramos has 10. Pogoy and Abando both have 8. AJ Edu with 7 points in this match. And that will be an N1 for Iran to finally halt the bleeding.
Yeah. You know, Japet has just got, he's the type of a player. Once he gets a score going for himself, he can pull himself together. Sometimes he gets a little frustrated with himself. And you just have to be tougher than that.
Azari with a free throw, and that's good.
And cut down the lead to 8 on that three-point play. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the third quarter.
AJ waiting for the handoff. Edu still with the basketball. Struggling to find a recipient, and that pass was stolen. Japet with a denial, and the stop is completed. Forward pass now to Abando. He does not have the numbers. Abando doesn't care as he scores.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an offensive foul against him.
That's what we call Howie. Chicken wing.
Wasted opportunity again on the fast break. As the referee calling an offensive foul on Abando. Still an 8-point lead for Gilas. Azari goes between the legs on the snatch back. Gorgeous shot coming from the Iranian.
So it's a what? A 5-0 run against us. 6-0 run. 52-46.
TJ on the drive, one-hander.
Finally
it falls.
And you can see him squat after making the shot like he's so happy with himself. That should give him some confidence here.
54-46 is the count now, an 8-point advantage. Another 3 on the way.
Good rebound there by Japet.
But he was swarmed by 3 defenders. Azari, foot on the line, long two, won't work. CJ with the board. Edu sealing early, but they could not deliver him the basketball. CJ finishes with the left.
Oh, once that first shot went in, you know, makes it so much easier for the player. You take the monkey out of your back, easier to score. No?
Back-to-back hits for Perez. And now back to a 10-point lead for the Philippines, 56-46. Only 7 seconds to work with. They find Azari once again. A shot, I think, was touched by Japet. Forward pass, Grants pulls the trigger, won't work for 3, but AJ working hard on the boards, gets another one.
Now we can use the clock a little bit. No? There's a difference of about 8 seconds.
CJ one-on-one, shoots from downtown and he sinks it.
7 straight points for CJ Perez.
And now establishing the biggest lead of the ball game for Gilas Pilipinas. Buzzer beating attempt will be short as CJ Perez